Stimulus first is class TV first me first is try me first interday first me first is first time is first is to song try my first singer Jalal Janjo is my first my dad Jalal Janjo is first name Maman Kasam Sindhi is my first was three name was Umar Steve Umar Janjo what is we try. Yes, Tibet 194 accepts my dad's name, so four names it was a Heather, Stevens Ali Heather was 94 piece, Ali Heather Gamgin was his post. Dexter May first is at last which was my dad singer was the song which was handsome which was beat. My dad is time, he was face, into his face, night was for handsome, cheap cute, his past. International Beach Force. My dad is for Jalal Jandi was the singer. What is for T? Is it a night song? TV Sports tape. Is TV TV studio. International Beach Force. T is dry with CD. Australian night for CD service. Cassette West I start with what? What is this night? First excited it. Is first exact it is last me first him most excited. What is this time? 1960. My dad's young man ship, the young boy stay is still last handsome. My boy Steve is my dad was his name Jalal Jan was 94 faced is it last his first time. What is this time? He is most we spot 94 Rex with my dad is this time is first Jalal Jan was 94 Rex at. Singer, my dad is for Rex TV for song TV star vision. My dad is with Jalal Chandio, is 94 Muhammad Qasim, is 94 Excited. Muhammad Qasim, Punjabi was ready, was means first. Take least time is Omar Punjabi, time is first. It's Heather, was Heather, Ali Heather, best 94 song singer, best. West International Beach Force, East, last Miss Force Excite. Best last Beach Force, East Miss Force, my dad is dry Miss Jalal Chandio singer, West song, Start Beach Force TV studio, Eastern Night Force Excite. Miss Force Miss, my dad is Force Store, Night Force Drive, Beach Force, Train Night Force Track. I'm Ramesh for sister went and was brother Saint Ramesh was my dad is for 94 seat my dad established daughter 2 aspects and Stamos was with son my dad is 2 aspects 94 sector. What is this time? Is post Excel last TV was my dad is good for sticks if types what is fascinating my dad is wife it was with Jandio special night visit cast Jandio is type is was Miljat what time first time is wife first night first international week for site with night for rent is 10 cast rent is time before Past Solangi, Istime Force, the time is force, the time is force, this time is that my dad is for Rex TV is 9, wife is it from no tribe is for love marriage is tried. Ice between 94, sector 8 is it last is forced, haste, my dad is forced, wife is still marriage is girl is Dubai is time is country Dubai first try it last time is for time is first try. Hi, Swiss is it. I'm Sakina and we were daughter Muhammad Qasim is time is for Arabis try Pathan tea or with Punjabi water is Chandio try Avis first try. Sindhi international be first try last we Arabis truck the Angrez best night first try. What is this train night for sick tries? My dad is singer, drive is singer Sindhi, who drives with song Sindhi, study the TV, drive is first. High speed night for sector, my dad was Steve Jalal Chandio International, this was haste, last week for try haste. Face means photo international bees first his last bees first fine dreaming first excite bees first. My mother Astro Miss Master my dad is cousin suitor his wife is to etc. My first I said son suitor to son suitor I used Travis first etc. his for name Samira Pathan destroy and Arbus try. What is killers? TV's first haste 94 Rex TV's first shirt with one time before step said good best tide one time before time is the time is first Estimates first 94 sector is good set is last with my dad is Jalal Chand your time is first I said. Good guys, boy and girls, be full text under to me, Hosite with Dunia City, full country, what I this night, with star drivers for shop, is this time volume, seem to me, I one see but away host, if site is chaos, but good vice and my first exact eyes. International is first, whereas my dad is united for safety, Jalal Chandi was singer, the songs, start with TV start.